Alrighty, this is stage 20, the last stage of my first day at the USPSA Factory Gun Nationals up in Ohio. I did not execute this stage well. We'll go through and show you some of the errors that cost me time. Yeah, my hits were okay, but cost me time. Here we go. Yeah, that was not the plan, just so we're clear. I just kind of went brain dead. Don't know. Don't know what happened. Sometimes the buzzer goes off and you execute, sometimes you don't. I'm going to break this down to half speed. Quite often on an array like this, you would have seen me shoot the inside target first, then the outside target, because I could have been moving forward. I didn't do that here because there wasn't much to gain. It disappeared so quick, and I wanted the gun to flow to the middle where my next objective was. So that's why I didn't do that. Good drive of the shoulders, guns up early. Now, I saw many people shoot this in different ways. I saw some try to take the steel on the move. That wasn't worth the risk for me. I would have to slow down. It was such a short movement. Saw others shoot inside and try to back out on this one. Because of the steel out there in the middle, I wasn't going to do that. And I really wanted to finish over here so I can keep the gun moving the direction I'm going to exit. So I come in there, get my steel taken care of, extra shot, knucklehead. Nice transition. I didn't load my feet very well. That's the first thing I didn't do. I should have had a lower stance and been leaning into my left leg a little bit more so I can push off with more power. I'm absolutely flat-footed when I take off here. Again, I did a little drop step to get me going. This is probably where things fell apart. I didn't need to reload, but I did anyway. There's plenty of space. Now, the bigger thing I should have done, this is debatable. Do I want to take that while moving across in the move, or take it from the very end? I have to sweep across it anyway. Potato, potato. These absolutely should have been taken on the move. And for whatever reason, I posted up. Yeah, I can't give you a good reason why. I actually like shooting that one around the corner. I liked shooting this one from where I shot it last. I had to sweep across it anyway. The plan was to take these two on the move. I felt if I shot all three on the move, I would have had to slow my foot roll a bit, and it would have cost me time. Of course, it didn't matter because, again, I didn't execute. But I believe the best way to shoot this stage would have been either take this one on the move, get a good arm pump, and then take these two on the move. Or go ahead and do the reload, get an arm pump, and as soon as this one's available, dump a little speed, but keep your roll going this way and take those two targets right there. That would have been the smarter way to do it. But let's go back and just look at some footwork on how I did do things. Lunge forward, break foot, stop foot. I do a baby drop step here to get moving. Not a bad way to do things. Push off the fault line. Look down at the mag well. Got that done well. Come here, break foot, stop foot. I slid that foot up. Let's talk about that again. Okay, we're coming. We're taking off. I'm looking at the ground right there to make sure I hit my spot I want to hit. Break foot. Should have been. Stop foot. Should have been. And actually went break foot here. You see I go from travel foot, pointing on the way of travel. I'm opening in the hips to get the basically simple way of thinking. I want the belt buckle to point at the target I want to shoot. If I had done that earlier, I could have kept moving. Because I set up late, the wall gets in the way and I had to stop. But I did slide the foot up to try to keep my momentum going just a little bit. Didn't help much. And then I push off again. Come in here, gun up. Yeah. So, hope you learned a couple things there. Another plan was to shoot it going this way. I saw some people do that. And if you were a right-hander, to get your shoulders around to shoot these two on the move, and I mean on the move, not static, it was a bad attack plan. So hopefully you learned something here from my mistakes. You have a plan, commit to the plan, have the confidence in the plan, just execute the plan.